Yep, it is. Alright, I am just going to do... Are you still there, Gadget?
I'm still here. Let me know when you're about to stream.
Yeah, I've booted up the stream. It's running. So
Cool.
I'm just gonna do the intro. So yeah, welcome everyone to the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship. I am your host, Kimaru, and with me today I have a special guest commentator, and that is Gadget334. Say hi.
Hello one and all. Hello Kim. Thanks for having me on the stream. This is a very rare, no it's more than a very rare, it's the first time I've ever taken part in a commentary, so be gentle with me, Kim, and the rest of you out there.
Oh yeah, I will.
I'll do my best to add some value to my appearance here. Looking forward to what could be a very open race, yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so Season 4, Round 4, and Tier 1. We're halfway already, so season is just flying by quickly.
It's unusual that we've already had both of the GR4 races because of the way that Pluck's organised the race order, so that we could try the double file rolling start with dry races. It just so fell that it was the two GR4 races were out of the way before we've run one of the GR3 races, so this is the first appearance for the GR3s. Interesting to see a few new cars out there, a few people have swapped. I noticed that the Flying Frenchman Juggernaut has swapped his very successful Nissan GTR for the Porsche, which is known to be very good in the wet weather, on account that it's not a turbo, so very smooth power delivery. Not the quickest top end, but very flat and smooth power delivery, which is the car I recommended to my teammates as well. Johnny is out there in the Porsche for the first time as well.
Yeah, I did actually do a quick test earlier with the Porsche just as a random car, and it seems very stable around there. I think I had the wrong time of day, but it still felt very very stable and good around wet Spa.
Yeah, you have to be careful when you're testing in the wet, because if you test in time trial, it's useless, because
yeah,
it's like
that's basically where I did. So
yeah.
Maybe I should have done a lobby.
Yeah, because it sets the grip level to what is it, standard instead of real, which means that you're about 10 seconds a lap faster than you should be.
Okay.
So that can fool you a bit, but yeah, no, it's a pretty good car. There's a few non-turbos out there, I think. The RX Vision is a non-turbo. What else is non-turbo there? The Jags, they should be quite strong as long as you don't rev them out.
The AMG shouldn't be a turbo car, I think.
No, that's a big supercharger, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Skyline. That's going to be a struggle for Berkey, that's for sure.
Berkey and Brit. I think accelerating out of the slow hairpins like Rivage and La Source, they have to be very gentle or crank the traction control up to the max, because it would be very easy to pirouette those cars.
Yeah, I do remember actually the voice of the Drivers Room managed to get a win in the GTR, so it is possible, but I think...
good old Grim, yes, at Tokyo that was, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I think it could be difficult for Berkey and Britt today, so...
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a kind of an about turn for Paul Britt in the spit, because he obviously picked a very good car for the last wet race in GR4 with the four-wheel drive Lamborghini. I think he'd be the first to admit he probably picked that car with the wet in mind, and it paid off handsomely for him. But I think that will mean he's a bit compromised. It's certainly not the meta car for this round, for sure. But we'll be interested to see what he makes of it. He's a very good, smooth driver. that's something which is seen every race, but how good he is with his tyres. So that usually equates to smoothness on the wheel and the throttle and the brakes, and that puts you in good stead for driving in the wet.
Absolutely. Yeah, he was more or less just unstoppable last week. There was nothing anyone else could do. And I think by the time Plux actually managed to get some free air, free track, it was just too late for him to battle with Paul.
Yeah, it seemed to all be about who was going to be second last week, rather than Paul seemed to be in a class of his own.
Absolutely. So what do we think about the Beetle tonight? That's also a turbo-powered car, so it could probably be a handful.
The Beetle is a pretty stable and good car to drive. However, bear in mind my team Motion Blur, we were all driving Beetles last season, and we tested it back to back with the Porsche, and the Porsche was definitely the easier car to drive in the wet. So it's not a bad car, it's not the worst for sure, but again, I think the Beetle drivers will probably be mid-pack at best.
Yeah, let's see what Linus E can get out of it. Glover's gonna need a heating suit, and that open.
Yeah, not the best of choices, is it? Interesting. I'm not going to give this information up because it's unfair to any drivers, but an interesting array of selection of who's using traction control and what level, and or if they're not using it at all. Like I said, I'm not going to broadcast that type of information.
No.
But yeah, that could be interesting. Qualifier has begun.
Absolutely. So we're probably gonna see during the end of the quali, there's gonna be sort of a memorial lap. Is that the right word for it?
Tribute or a memorial. Yeah,
tribute for a member that lost a family member to the shit in the world.
Yeah, she was the CEO of the Spa circuit, and she was shot and murdered by her husband. So pretty tragic all around. That happened last week.
Oof. Is this actual? Oh, okay. Wow. I thought it was for. I'm thinking of the 2-hour memorial that's going to be done as well. So there's actually been a murder in connection to Spa
last week.
Wow, I wasn't even aware.
Yeah, I think that was why there was little resistance to the drivers inconveniencing themselves a little bit. But you know, something like that is tragic. So why not? So I'm very interested to see how Plux goes as well, just moving off of real life and back into our fantasy racing world. Because he's in an interesting car. He's in the Renault RS01, which I think I'm right in saying has never been used in DREC or ADEC in the 3 years that we've been running.
Didn't he have that last season, or is that new for him this season?
No. It's new for this season. He had the RX Vision last season.
Oh, yeah.
So I know when I was talking to him, he said it felt very good in the wet at Spa. But since, I think he's reappraised and said it doesn't feel as good anymore. So we'll see how the quack man manages to cope. But yeah, it's an interesting car. I think the only time I've seen that car being driven in anger by a top driver was when we had. Were you with us, Kim, for the hypercar handicap challenge that we ran at one Christmas. No, I think that was before
No,
you joined.
that was before my time.
Yeah, we did that as kind of an end of season Christmas special type thing, and we had the Bugatti and the Ferrari, all of the hypercars that are in the game, most of them road cars, and then we timed how long they would take to go around the Saint Croix circuit, and set a handicap system up so they all set off with a time delay, and the handicap was supposed to mean that after 10 laps they were all going to finish pretty much at the same time. And the infamous F1. I don't know whether you even remember F1. He might have been before your time, but he was a...
Yeah, I remember racing F1 in a few races before he vanished.
Really, really fast driver, ex-Tier 1 season champion. Beat Plux after a season-long battle with him. And unfortunately, I had to retire when he put his back out and had to go for surgery, and it was a long, slow recovery. But I'm still in touch with him, actually. He's promising to come back when GT7 is launched, like many others that have got bored and left, like Smithy and famous names.
It's a shame to see him go, but it's the same with me that I don't find it interesting enough anymore to continue without any new content. Look, and we've done most of the combos, so
yeah. Look, with anything, it's got to be something you look forward to. As soon as you start thinking of it as a chore to do the practice and to race, then you probably are a bit burnt out and you're looking for a fresh challenge. Whether that's going away for a sabbatical and coming back with recharged batteries, or parking the game completely until the new version comes out. Different people do different things. You got any time set yet? No, not yet.
No, Plux is near the end.
Approaching the bus stop now, so he's going to be the first to set a time. I did a little bit of running. I've been away for 4 weeks away from my my PS4, so I've not driven in that time. But I did a little bit of running tonight just so that I could appreciate the challenge the drivers would have. And I spoke to Plux, and wow,
2:44.5.
That is a very quick lap. I was going to say he suggested that the times between a fully fueled car and a light car were not as big as you might expect. I think because it's not so much about power to weight. You're not utilizing full throttle for a lot of the circuit as you're playing with the throttle to get a smooth exit. And I also believe the cars will be very good on fuel in this race. And I think many will not need to fuel, which brings the interesting question as to will anybody try a no stop?
Yeah, that could be an interesting one for sure. Hey, Jack in chat. Jack, Flapjack.
Hello, Flapjack.
Oh, wait. I'll fix that. Hold on. He's saying that your volume is a little bit low. I'm gonna fix that.
Can everybody hear me, by the way? Can you get a confirmation of that my comms has been shared correctly?
Yeah, it is shared. What about now, Jack? Do you hear him more now? I've increased the volume a little bit. Good thing about the PS5 is that it can increase individual players' names, volumes.
Oh, really? Nice.
Oh, and the bottle is just drifting through the mighty right-hander, left-hander.
Pujon.
Yeah, okay. And Lionessy in third for the moment.
That's a pretty good lap from Lionessy in the Beetle, actually. 2:47.3.
I'm just interested in seeing if Blue can keep up his annoyance for Plux and, be in a big battle with him. But, that Jag looks very loose.
You know, I must say that time of Fluxes is very impressive. But probably my dark horse is Bottle Job for this. He's obviously already got a win under his belt from round two. He's looking strong. And the RX Vision, one of the things that was its Achilles heel when we raced Saint Croix, and it was outgunned basically on power, was it doesn't have any torque because it's got that rotary engine, revs to the skies, but it's really low on torque. And in all honesty, on a wet track, torque is your enemy. You know, you want something which is a little bit limp-wristed that isn't going to bite you. So that could be quite a good car on this track, or in these conditions, I should say.
Jagging with a 245.74 or 714. So yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be strong. I think Plux, Jag, and Bottle Job. Well, they're the three at the top at the moment. I'm not really sticking my neck out there too much, am I? But those are the ones I would have expected to be up there. Let's see what my teammate Johnny Hodgson can do as well. He's not had much practice. He's been unfortunate that he's lingering at the bottom of the table on the count that he's missed 2 races because him and his girlfriend have just bought a house, and so there's lots to do, and real life always takes precedent, obviously.
Yeah.
And the one race he did do, he was battling Flux, I think, for a second, and he DC'd 10 minutes from the end. So
yeah, that's
he got
right.
Nothing for that. So he needs to get some points on the board because due to the quite a lot of shuffling of the pack at the end of last season to ensure Tier 1 was full, the relegation will be brutal this season. It's the bottom 4 that will be relegated to Tier 2.
Oh wow!
And only the top 1 that's coming up, and that's really to make room for the sabbatical drivers from Tier 1 that will be rejoining. Myself being one of those, Rock Boy, and I can't remember who else, but I think there's 2 other drivers that are rejoining from sabbaticals.
I need to hold on. Dennis is in 13. I can't see Mickey.
Is he? I can see him on the list.
I can see him.
I can't select his car.
No, neither can I. Could be an issue. Don't know what to do with it.
And interestingly, if I go to the timing screen, I can't see him listed there either.
Huh. Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it skips over 12.
Oh. So. That's a decent lap from Johnny. He's getting his act together. A 2:46.3.
Nice.
Puts him up to second row of the grid.
Oh, and he just spun it and smashed into the wall, and he didn't get any damage. So.
Oh wow. I think I'm just going to check that heavy damage is set after that, because that did look like a good old thump. No, it is set. It's heavy damage, so
I think he was very lucky. Yeah. Alright, let's see if Paul can set a good one. I think it's going to be very difficult in the Skyline. Oh yeah, he's barely touching the throttle.
Yeah, you'll see it out of La Source and Rivage, which is the hairpin at the end of the Camel Straight after you go through Les Combes and Malmedy. That's a tricky one to accelerate out of. And the bus stop as well. Coming out of the bus stop onto the start-finish straight, you really have to tickle the throttle.
So, what do we do about Mickey? Can the others see him at all? That's the big question.
I'm reticent to type anything in chat because they're qualifying, and I
Yeah.
don't want to put anybody off.
I don't really want to type either because, yeah, I don't know what it looks like from.
Is he going to get a finishing position? That's the thing. I can't see him. Can't see him at all now. He's not even in the list. Showing is in the room.
Very weird.
Yeah, it's usually only Boo Lubu gets problems sometimes, or he can't see some drivers, and he joins and rejoins, and he's always asking me how many are in the room because I can only see this many. Do you know if you've had that problem with him before? I've never raced against him because he's a new promotee this season.
There was the one where I was wildcarding one of the Tokyo tracks in, what was it, season 4 last year. He couldn't see Spooky, and he became a ramp, or Spooky became a ramp, and very, very weird. But I could see all people on track. But yeah, very.
Okay, so he's showing that he's spectating at the moment, which is why we're not seeing him on track. So I think we let it roll, Kim, and you know, it's a lot of disruption to get him to lead. Then you've got to do a manual restart. And
absolutely,
all the rest of it.
It's never fun.
Hopefully he can race, and even if he's not visible for a few people, and it might only be us. You know, that's the situation with Boobaloo sometimes, that everybody can see him apart from a couple of drivers.
I'm seeing from my YouTube comments from Flapjack, Mickey said he exited quali by mistake and asked if he could rejoin the quali.
Tell him that no, if you do that, basically we're going to have to do a manual restart, and he'll start at the back, but he can race.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why we can't see him. So.
Yeah. So could you type the message?
I'll type.
Yep.
Yeah. How long left? I'll see if I can message Plux first of all.
Yep. Okay. Plux is aware.
Plux is already on it. Good.
Yep.
I was just in the middle of typing. Oh, so okay, they're doing the tribute now. They're all parking.
Yep.
At the source.
Glover with a new best lap time of 2:48.362, putting him into 7th. So we're waiting for.
I think anything under 250 is pretty decent, to be honest. So, but that puts Paul all the way down in 8th. Yeah, I can't say it's unexpected.
No, it's let's see, where is Berkey's all the way down in 11th, so it isn't going very well for him either.
No, that a lot of that is to do with the car.
2:46.350 for Johnny, putting him in the 3rd.
Yeah, I think he'll be pleased with that after a few weeks off. You know, we all get rusty after a while.
Oh yeah.
So.
All right, just waiting for everyone to park. Oh yeah, okay, he was already 3rd.
So Johnny goes down to third, to fourth, does he, or he was already
No,
third?
he was already third, so no change in.
Okay.
If we are to believe Lioness's words, there,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
change. Even though I despise Plux's car to drive, it actually does look quite good. I've
It
always
looks like a
liked.
race car, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's a mid-engine. It looks like a supercar. So it's everything that the Beetle isn't. The Beetle just looks odd. I love it. I drove it for a few seasons. But yeah, you park it alongside a Lambo or one of the low-slung mid-engine cars. It doesn't look like it belongs. Should be in a Herbie movie.
alright, let's see if they can get off the line before the time ends.
I'm just leaving the headset a moment. I'm going to grab something to drink.
Yes, sir.
And I will be back. I'm off there.
Oh, foul. Alright, go, guys. A little chaos, but that's. Alright, I am just going to. No, don't need to do that.
Okay, I'm back.
Yep.
I think that is that for Flux's first pole position of the season as well.
Is it? Huh.
I think it is. I know he was telling me earlier that this is officially his worst start to a Drek or Adex season for seasons where he's competed in all three races, because he hasn't got a win yet. He's had 2 seconds and a fourth,
Huh.
which is very un-Flux-like.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny just lost the rear end. Well.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He'll just slot in.
He'll have to slot in at. Well, I don't know what the. This is not my rule. This is Flux's rule, so I'm not sure what he'll do about that. He might have to just.
I think they're just going to keep going.
Yeah, I think I can remember David Coulthard doing that in a wet Formula One race once, and you just have to give up your grid position.
Yeah.
I think he's going to try and work his way back through, but he hasn't got long to do it now.
No.
Yeah, they're already going through Stavelot, so they've just got the run through Blanchimont and the bus stop, and they're off. I'm sure he'll be kicking himself for that. So I think They form up after
Oh!
the... Oh no!
Even the champion.
Oh my god.
Alright, we're gonna get a restart to get Mickey back in. That was kind of comical though at the end.
Yeah. Oh, abort.
Yep. To get.
Oh, this is to get Mickey in.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So people need to remember to get their cars on the grid, and it seems like the restart
Glover has
seems
left
to
the room.
DC a couple of guys.
Yeah, Bottle and Glover gone.
I hope the network connections and stuff like that is a lot better in GT7.
Yeah.
All right. Bergia said on Discord, crash, crash, crash. So did this console crash as well, or the game itself? Alright, we're getting the disconnected guys back.
Glover's back in. Who else was it that left?
I think it was, who was it? Glover and
Lionessi or no?
Glover, Bottle, and Berkey crashed. Berkey's
Berkey's
entering.
back.
All right, Flapjack. That's okay, Jack. See you later. Jack has got some visitors, so he hasn't have time. He
Okay.
hasn't got time to watch the rest, so he's gonna watch it on playback later. Okay, so Bottle Job had to restart his PlayStation.
It's Bottle Job. Yeah.
Alright. Should only be Bottle we're waiting for now. So, how do you think the tires will wear, if at all, on this track? Because I remember from the Tokyo track, it didn't wear too much, and I managed to do one stint for basically 2 stints on the Viper one time. So,
I think a no stop is a genuine option here, not because it's going to be easy, but just because it's nearly 40 seconds for a pit stop, and so you can afford to drop a few seconds a lap in the second half of the race, I believe, and still not only have track position, but still be a long way down the road from the guys that are one stopping. I don't think anybody will two stop. I think we're expecting about a 21 lap race. So I guess around lap 10 or 11, we'll start to get some clues as to who's doing what.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Obviously, the other thing, of course, is that it's a treacherous track to drive on, and no doubt some people will be forced to pit to repair damage, and that could throw some things into the mix as well.
Yeah, that could absolutely be a defining factor as well in Tier 1 with the heavy damage. Very easy to get, very hard to get rid of and get back into the pits to fix, and it will definitely suck for people if they end up smashing it into the wall, or as Grim would say, twatting it into the wall.
I miss Grim.
I do
hope
too.
he comes back. Starting soon.
Alright, looks like Plux has got everything covered, so we're about ready.
So I can see Mickey now.
Good, good. Yep, can see him as well. So he must have bugged out the cameras when he accidentally exited the track. That's why it bugged out. Alright, here we go, restart.
I must admit, I still don't know what we're doing here. Is this going to be a double file rolling start?
I think from,
is this the formation? This is the formation lap, and then
I think from what I read through the ADEC chat, we're gonna do a regular grid start, but I could be wrong.
If that's the case, look out for cars pirouetting on the line. Because,
yeah. And Plux is actually starting in second gear. Oh, they're slow off the line.
Yeah.
Or are
this
we?
This looks like a formation lap. This looks like a formation lap.
So it isn't skipped. Okay.
I know it's slippery out there, but I thought they're crawling. I could run faster.
I thought I read that they were skipping this because of the memorial lap, but yeah, I could have read it wrong. So
the bit I read was that he was adding 2 minutes to quali.
Okay.
To make up for the memorial map, but I didn't read all of the notes.
Alright, I'm just gonna make sure if I can. No, I have to go into the lobby and then go back in. Sometimes when the race.
Idea what the. Go on, sorry.
Sometimes when the race starts, I have to go back to the lobby just to be able to change camera angles.
So. Yeah. Especially if there's been a reset.
Yeah.
So I have, because it's such a new car, I have no idea what like the throttle response is like on Plux's Renault. He's got a couple of hungry Porsches behind him that equally are not. They've not got like an electric throttle response. It's more of a smooth surge of power.
And Plux actually, I'm noticing this now. He has turbo-powered car, a turbo-powered car. So
yeah, it's the turbo.
I don't know. It is definitely going to be exciting to see the actual start. Go.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not amateur hour coming out of the bus stop this time and everybody's spinning and crashing. So I think they're supposed to form 2x2 coming out of Losaurus.
I think we will see them forming momentarily. Or is it before the chicane? Yeah, I think it's before the chicane, right before they will start forming up. I know I helped Plux with the trial of this on this track.
Okay.
And
I just don't know how they're going to go through the bus stop 2x2. If that's, I don't think they are they?
I don't know. I really don't. Are they?
They are.
Yeah.
They're forming. Don't crash, guys. Don't crash into each other.
Oh. Not everyone has the memo. Alright. Plux is gonna shoot off any second. Here we go.
Okay, game on.
Let's see how well Plux manages to get away from the pack. Oh.
Lioness is making a move, trying to get past the Porsche.
Oh,
Lioness has got a real tank slapper on there. The two Porsches are side by side going into a Rouge. And Johnny lets Jag, it's only single file through Eau Rouge and Radeon, so somebody had to concede there.
No
Johnny
point in
carrying
risking
a
it.
shortcut penalty.
Oh, he's not going to be able to
Won't be able
pass.
to draft past. Oh, the Jag is looking very strong on the straight. It's just gone past. Blue has just gone past Bottle Job on the straight.
Blue's probably going to struggle in the turns, though. The Jag is a heavy one.
Johnny is desperately trying to scrub his penalty. It's down to 0.1 now. But he's lost out to Blue in the process. And this was the track that was really that brought about the no pass with penalty, because drivers were abusing Eau Rouge, taking a big shortcut, and meaning that somebody couldn't draft past them through on the Camel Straight. So you know, this is coming home to roost a little bit now. I think there'll be lots of people carrying penalties, probably for just sliding wide rather than deliberately trying to cut corners.
Lioness, he managed to pass Bottle Job cleanly, and he's really struggling to get the car straight, though.
He's trying to fight his way back up after that wiggle coming out of Losaurus dropped him 2 or 3 places.
And the two Skylands are just falling off behind. They're not able to keep up with the pace. And wow, Plux has carved himself a 2.1 second lead already.
Yeah, that's what he wants to be doing. He doesn't want to be looking in his mirrors.
Blue is slowly catching up.
And Johnny is finally clear of his penalty.
Good, good. Now we can start fighting. A relatively clean first lap.
Considering the conditions, I'd say everybody's been very well behaved. And Bottle Job is trying to go around the outside.
Yes. Will that work?
Nessie at Losaurus. No, but he might have good drive coming out of Losaurus. I don't think he's got a chance into Eau Rouge.
No.
No. But he should be able to draft past him on the Camel Straight.
Yeah. He has it covered for now. I don't know. Is the RX faster than the Beetle? Oh, Bottle going very wide.
I think with draft it'll be okay. That Beetle makes a big hole in the air with its high roof. Yeah, look, there he goes. He's down the inside.
And Bottle reclaims 5th.
Yeah. That's going to be frustrating for Nessie because I think he's probably got the quicker car through the twisty bits.
Yeah.
And now he's got to sit. Now he's got to sit behind Bottle for another lap. Oh, he's down the inside going into Rivage. Nice.
Oh man. And Bottle
racing.
going for the cutback again.
He's inside him.
Oh.
Into Pujon. This is a good battle, guys.
Too wide. What is this one called? Is this No Name or?
This one here.
Yeah.
This is Pujon. It's
okay.
It's Pujon is a double apex left. So there's the first and the second part. And this is Le Fagné.
All
French names. So.
I can never remember the names of the turns at all.
This is the more famous one, Stabilo, that Nessie and Butler are just turning into now. That's quite a famous corner. And then as they come out of Stabilo and go down the back straight, you have the kink in it, which is Blanchimont before the bus stop.
Ah, that's Blanchimont, okay. It looks like Bottle is actually able to pull away from Nessie right now, and Nessie's got Senna all over him.
The thing is, well, Bottle and Nessie have been battling. You know, they've now slipped off the back of the leading pack. Johnny is almost 4 seconds up the road from them now, and you know, they were battling just now. So it might have been an idea just to tuck in behind one or the other and just stay in the main crocodile.
Yeah, Senna lost his position to Glover for going too wide through Blanchimont. So
yeah, I think that Mercedes is going to be a handful in the wet.
And yeah, it's not looking bright for Britt or Berkey at the moment either. And looks like Dennis and Mickey, they're also struggling. And I think Mickey has been off because he's way behind the rest of the field.
By the way, you were asking on the last stream, looking at Mickey's color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
He's part of the what is it? The New World Racing NWR.
Ah.
So he's part of that team, which has got Boobaloo and Topper, and I think somebody else as well.
Spooky, I believe.
Spooky, yeah, they were both. So Spooky's got the same. Spooky in this race?
No, he wasn't able to because his father's using the room. He has his console in apparently. So and
that was it. He must have pulled out quite late then because I think he was down to race earlier.
Plux is just carving out his gap even further.
Yeah, there's not much between second, third, and fourth. You know, just about a second between each of them. So
steady gap between them seems to be holding. Bottle, it seems. I think he's losing a little bit to Johnny at the moment.
He is. It was 4 seconds when Bottle got clear of Nessie, and it's 4.3 now. So.
I think this race is going to be the term of endurance and who tires out first.
Last man standing.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. I'm not seeing a lot of changes further down the field. Decent gaps between everyone.
Already 26 seconds behind Plux after 3 and a bit laps.
That is
that is a handful on this track.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you know, the other GR3 race is Monza, and it will be strong there. So Paul probably took a view that he can't have two specialist wet cars. You know, he went for the Lamborghini and GR4, paid off with a win. So he's probably sucking this one up and take what he can get.
Yeah.
Almost certainly this will be one of his 2 drop results. So. Yeah, I mean, Flux has done a best of 246 and
yeah,
Brit's best is a 249.9. So yeah, almost 4 seconds.
Yeah, I've tried racing the GTR in the wet, and it's an absolute monster without traction control. It's more or less undrivable because of the big turbo. It's I know the struggles. I really do.
And Johnny is now right with Blue. There's 0.4 of a second between them, 0.4, 0.6.
Could
so
be
I think,
an attack imminent, as we see Blue almost drifting.
A little bit of a tail slide. He's feeling the pressure. I think John is gonna hassle Blue into a mistake here. I mean, Blue is a really quick driver, but as we know, he does make a mistake sometimes when he tries to push a bit too hard.
Yeah. But it looks like Johnny has dropped off a little bit, so I think he had a little bit of a mistake down the big lefty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Bottle is no closer to catching up. He's
dropping back.
Yeah.
It's 5.4 now. It was 4 or 4.5. So I think the battle is probably for the win. Is probably between the top 4 that we have here now. But in all honesty, this looks like Flux's race to lose.
Oh, Nessie is not gaining a lot on Bottle at the moment either, so I think the gap between them will probably stabilize shortly. Yeah, no change further down.
The only thing I would say is the one thing I do remember about the RS01 was that it was one of the thirstier cars on fuel, and I wonder if Flux is even going to have the option to do a no stop.
Yeah.
Because you know it's looking comfortable for him at the moment, but if the two, you know, a couple of the guys in second to fourth are going to no stop, and he's going to one stop, he needs to somehow make up a 30 or 40 second lead before the pit stops. So I don't think it's all over yet, even though it looks that way on the face of it.
Yeah, just looking at the rear tires of Flux right now, it looks like they're a lot more worn than Juggernaut's tires and Blue and Johnny. So
yeah, I think the thing to note is that the tire wear on the Porsches is very even, front and back. So even if they're not losing grip at the moment, the car is going to remain more stable, I think, throughout the run. So yeah, the Porsches could come into their own in the second half of the race, or the end of the first stint, whichever it turns out to be.
And I'm also seeing that, oh wow, Flux is struggling for grip on the rear. He's just basically drifting through every single corner I see him through. So I think that Renault is a bit of a handful right now.
It looks a bit twitchy. I mean, he did set a new fastest lap on lap 5, so it's still quick against the stopwatch. But you're right, it's looking like he's really working to get those times out of the car.
And I think just Juggernaut and the rest are just abiding their time now. If they can stay close enough like this to Flux, and when he pits, that could be it if the others don't.
My feeling is that Johnny has probably got similar pace to Jaggernaut, but he's dropping back a bit now because Blue is probably holding him up a little bit. And Blue is 2.5 seconds now behind Jag. Blue has also got a penalty, so if Jag is fast on the straight, that's the problem. I don't know whether the Porsche is not great on top end.
No.
It's a nice drivable car, but I don't know even. I mean, he's well placed here. If he can stay close through La Source and then through Eau Rouge, see if he's can have a go at him along the Kemmel Straight.
How is the Porsche, you think, in the slip? Johnny is insanely close right now.
No, wait, Johnny.
Oh, could he do it at Eau Rouge before? Oh.
Who's got the biggest balls?
And he's going through. Beautiful move.
And you know what? Blue cannot pass. If Blue repasses, he's going to get a penalty.
Yeah, that's right.
Blue has got to be patient here. Okay, I'm glad he realised that. I mean, he really suffered for that rule when he lost a race win, last season. So I'm glad he learned from it anyway.
Yeah.
It's very easy to be caught up in the action and like, oh, I'm gaining, and not realise. But I'm glad. I hate seeing races decided by penalties. But he's gone down the inside. He's back in front into Rivage.
Wow, Blue is on the hunt.
Johnny is trying to kick. No, he's lost it.
Yeah, Mung also has that rule in his Tuesday series, and I think it was either this week or last week. I had to remind Mung of his own rule. He passed me, and he had to drop back. We all laughed about that.
Well, a little wiggle from Blue.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, that rule came from Muller, and Muller said he got it from Mung's series, so he's down the inside.
I will say I was a little bit resistant when the rule came out because it sort of affected me and ruined my race the first time it was in there, but I do see the benefits of it, and I have no problem with it now.
I think the thing is, if they would give us the penalty zones like they have in the FIA races, we wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
But we don't have that. You've still got to police people that are, quite honestly, cheating. They're taking shortcuts and gaining advantage from it. So you've got to have a way of penalising those drivers. So those that keep within track limits are not unfairly disadvantaged. So, it's not ideal, but I think once everybody learns to live with it, it's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got a rerun of the last time.
Oh, he's going to try and go on the outside.
It's a good battle, but this is allowing Jag to get away.
Absolutely.
And Bottle Job is also starting to close back in on the pair of them. It's down to under 5 seconds. It was up near 6 seconds a few laps ago.
That Jag just pulls out a massive gap. And, Blue drove a little wide. He had to burn off a penalty again. I think he drove too wide out of Eau Rouge.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I'm able to... no. That was too far behind.
And Johnny has covered him off into Rivage this time, so he learned that the Jag is quick down the hill there. I think Johnny might be able to get away through this section of the track. Oh, Johnny's run wide.
Oh.
Don't know where he's going to get a pen for that.
Will he be able... Oh, I think he was lucky. I think Johnny was very lucky there. I'm just going to take a look down the field.
drifting. All right, I'll watch this battle and let you know if anything comes up. I think Blue should be smart here and just sit behind Johnny, and both of them regain some time on Juggernaut and Plux, because Plux is 15 seconds down the road now. You know, you don't want him to be a pit stop in front.
KLS is about to get some action from Brit. KLS is struggling in the Jag, but Senna has torn out his rear tires.
Yeah.
So
Glover's not having a bad race. Very wet in that cockpit, but.
And Dennis and Mickey just struggling a lot with the track. That Golf doesn't seem to wear its tires too much for an MR, I think. No, that's a FR, isn't it?
It's. I'm not sure. I think it's FR.
At least it looks like Johnny's carving out a big gap to Blue.
He's broken the slipstream. He's 1.4 ahead now, going through a rouge. So I don't think Blue's going to be able to draft past him on Radion. Kemmel, sorry. Let me Kemmel straight. Yeah, he's too far behind this time. And I think once we get into the twisty section now, Johnny should be able to build that gap once and for all.
But Blue is really catching up on the straight. And now it just seems like Johnny has way more grip in the he's drifting a little bit.
Yeah. Keep off the curbs. These curbs can be treacherous. And interestingly now, with all that battling, Bottle Job is only 3.3 behind Blue.
Oh, so Blue might end up defending himself against Bottle instead of attacking.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Blue's last two laps have been a 50 and a 49 while he's been battling with Johnny, and Bottle is doing mid 47s the last two laps. So he's on a mission at the moment, Bottle Job. He can smell blood in the water.
Absolutely.
And Lioness is actually not too far behind. Lioness is he's not quite at the pace of Bottle Job, but he's just set a personal fastest lap of his own last lap.
I'm just gonna take a quick peek up to Plux. He's 8 seconds ahead of Juggernaut. His rear tires are starting to die off. I don't know if he is able to do a no-stopper in that one. I really don't think he can.
Looking at it, I don't think he can do it on tires, and I don't think he can do it on fuel.
No. Juggernaut is looking, decent on fuel and tires.
So Juggernaut is amazingly consistent. I mean, you look at his lap times after the third lap, and he's going faster and he's going faster. You know, he's done a 47.8, 46.9, 46.5, 47 dead, 47.4, 47.7, and he's just done a 46.8. So he's still in this one. He's still a little bit slower than Plux. Plux is still edging away, but I think this could be coming into the stage of the race where the Porsches could be strong.
Has Juggernaut won a race yet in ADAC Tier 1? Or has he just been on the podium?
No, he has had a race win. I think the season before last.
Okay.
Oh, Juggernaut. Oh, are you watching Jag?
Yes, yeah. I am. Oh, wow.
He's pushing.
I think he was gaining on Plux a little bit, and then he lost half a second to him again.
Went to his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. John is, I think, broken blue now. It's up to over 2 seconds, so I think he can just forget about his mirrors for the moment and focus on his braking points and apexes.
Yeah, and I can see from blue that he's using a lot more tires than Johnny and Bottle as well.
Yeah. And Lionessi has also got his head down now. He's closing on Bottle. It's under 3 seconds now. And Bottle is not really closing on blue. Maybe a fraction, but he's not really chomping up behind him. Yeah, I think Senna's going to probably be in this lap or next for tires. He's eating them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how that car is
all the way down in. I think Britt has had an off.
Really?
Look at his lap times. On lap 8, he did a 3:05.
Oh.
And that's why he's dropped down behind Berkey and KLS.
Yeah, he might have had an off. Maybe is the slipstream an issue on this track, considering they're not driving full speed and
it will still help you, but the problem is
I mean dirty air. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is, because you've not got the grip on the mechanical grip from the tires, and then you're losing aero as well on the front when you're up behind someone. So I think the only places you can really follow closely is through the slower corners, like the hairpins and stuff, to set up a move. And the first one to blink is blue.
Yeah. He's actually commenting on my stream here. MRs are so OP in the wet, he says. Well, the Porsche isn't an. Well, is it mid-end? Yeah, it's probably.
It is. No, it's classed as an MR. I made that mistake. I mean, the road car is obviously a rear engine, but the race car, they move the engine forward in front of the rear axle, so it is actually classed as an MR.
Oh, okay.
Probably why it handles quite nicely, actually. So that's dropped blue all the way down to 9th now.
Yeah.
He's got Berkey in front of him.
Well, at least he's going to have fresh tires, so he can push a little bit right now. And I see a yellow flag.
Who's off?
Oh, Senna has gone off.
I told you a lap ago. And who's that caught him?
Oh, and yeah, Senna just spun under braking. And
oh dear, and Berkey is limping back to the pits. He's had an off and he's got engine damage.
Oh no. Let's see what happens. Oh. Did I lose? Oh yeah.
Senna.
Oh.
But what happened to Berkey? Here's Berkey. See what happens.
He lost control out of the S's and actually just slid into the wall. There was nothing he could do.
And going in front first in a front engine car is always going to give you engine damage.
Yeah.
So if he'd done that in an MR, he would have probably got away with just aero and suspension damage. It's the problem that I said you would have with the GTR. It's accelerating out of those slow corners, particularly once the tires start to wear. Well, the only good thing for Berkey is that it's happened on lap 10. So maybe he was going to try and no stop, I don't know, but he's definitely going to be one stopping now. At least it's the middle part of the race, so it could have been worse.
And looking at Plux now, he's under half a tank of fuel, and
it would be very tight.
Would you say it's 10% wear on the rears there?
On the wear on the rear?
Yeah, the rear tires. Would you say that's about 10%? maybe more?
No. That's more like it's more like 30%, I'd say.
Wow.
The rear left of Flux,
No, the both
25,
combined.
30%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The fronts are hardly touched.
Yeah.
Johnny looks best on tyres. But Bottle Job is looking pretty good on tyres as well.
Yeah. Seems like that RX is very nice to the tires. Jagnot and Johnny seems to have about same tire wear.
And I'd say Johnny is a little bit better.
Okay.
His rear left looks, maybe 5% better.
Okay.
Yeah, Bottle Job needs to watch the RX Vision because I can remember in the drive where obviously the tire wear was a lot harder. As soon as the rears start to go on that RX Vision, it becomes undrivable.
Yeah, I have no idea how that is to drive in the dry or the wet with the tire wear on, so I don't really have any experience about that car.
So, yeah, Plux is still extending his lead.
And it looks like Blue is just pushing and almost drifting through every single corner, but
Plux in the pits. Plux in the pits.
Plux in the pits?
So he is, lap 11 is halfway, so
yeah,
definitely one is stopping. Where is he going to come out?
Yeah, that's the big one.
I think he's going to be behind Glover Barnett, just in front of Blue.
Yes, he still hasn't gotten into the box. Glover is coming up on the start finish, and Plux is coming in now.
And he needs fuel as well, so that's going to add even more time.
And Plux comes out with 50%.
With a half a tank of fuel.
And he comes out just ahead of Glover. Is it enough to stay ahead?
I think it is, but that little Volkswagen is quick on the top end. I don't know whether he's close enough, but Plux
Glover
is aware of that.
Has worn tires as well.
That was really important for Plux. He didn't want to come out behind Glover.
Yeah, Glover probably wouldn't have made it too easy for Plux to get past either.
No. Yeah, I think he's clear now because the extra grip through the twisty section should make it comfortable.
Yeah, I'm still curious how this will actually end, where the finishing positions will end up. If the top 4 does not pit,
So look at it this way: Plux he's 31 seconds behind Juggernaut, and in the first stint he made up about 9 seconds on him. So he'd have to, relative to Juggernaut, he'd have to be pulling or closing the gap 3 times quicker than he was when they were both on the same tyres. It'd be interesting to see.
Well, Plux is 30 seconds behind at the moment, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Next up the road is Nessie, who is gaining hand over fist on 7 seconds, 6.8.
Wow. Yeah,
I mean, the interesting thing is what will Nessie do? If Nessie's going to be stopping, that will obviously clear the road for Plux. But if Nessie is going to stay out, he could become an inconvenience in a few laps' time.
yeah. Blue hasn't really caught up much to Glover either.
Who hasn't? Blue.
Yeah,
Okay.
he look. Yeah, it looks to be that. No, wait. He's gaining a little bit on Glover, not much, but he's still 10 seconds behind. Yeah, it looks like Britt is going for a no stop as well. KLS has also been into the pits. Fresh tires and fuel.
And
Berkey has also been in, but that was because of his crash.
Britt is managing to lap consistently, like he often finds it. All of his last 5 laps, wow, have all been within like 0.6 of a second of each other. Amazing the consistency. He will be cursing himself for having that off on lap 8 because he lost 15 seconds with that.
Yeah.
It's not going to mean he would win the race. He's way off the pace for winning, but he would certainly be shuffled up the order a little bit. Wow. Okay, so Plux is now only 1.5 seconds behind Nessie.
Holy
and remember,
hell.
it was 6 point something when he came out of the pits.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Lioness is struggling for grip as well. Yeah, he's. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Lioness isn't even fighting it. He's just letting Plux through.
He's got his own race to run. He knows his race is not with Plux.
I don't think Plux minds being let through like that. He's got a bottle job to chase down.
Yeah, let's see how he closed on Bottle Job, because Bottle Job is going a bit quicker than Nessie. Still on the original tyres, but the gap is 7 seconds Plux to Bottle Job now. Bottle Job is dropping back from Johnny a little bit.
Looks like the gap to Plux is also dropping. Yeah, he's taking a second in just a turn.
Wow. And interesting. I think if anything, Johnny has got too much fuel.
Oh.
He's compared to Juggernaut. I think Juggernaut has got enough to go to the end. Johnny's probably suffering because his car is a little bit heavier.
Yeah, I can see.
Their tires are very similar.
I can see the fuel load is a little bit lower in Juggernaut's car, that's for sure.
But now we're on lap 14. I'm convinced all three, the top 3 are all going to try and no stop.
It wouldn't be any point for them to pit now unless
no,
it was for damage.
Not unless they had to stop for fuel, and I don't think they do.
No.
The RX Vision is very good on fuel. Although, like I said, John is the one out of the top 3 that's got the most. So let's see this. So if this is a 21 lap race, we've got 6 more full laps to do, and Plux is 23 seconds off the lead. So he'd have to be gaining on the leader like 4 seconds a lap and still pass him as well.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, he's just done a new fastest lap of a 2:44.8.
Wow.
Jaggernaut's done a 2:48.2. Wow, this is going to be close. That is 4 seconds. If that rate of closing keeps up, we could have a battle for the lead on the last lap. But that doesn't take into account that Plux is going to have to battle and pass Bottle, who will not be wanting to let him pass because he's fighting for a podium, and Johnny.
Well,
so both of those could do Jaggernaut a big favour.
And Plux sets a new lap best of 2:44.789.
Yeah, he's really got his. There's two sub 45s on the trot.
He's closing in ever so slightly now on Bottle.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how that Renault is on top end though.
Oh, and did Bottle shortcutted Radion, which is the second part of
yeah, he got a penalty for it.
He's trying to burn it. He's trying to burn it.
Oh, and he lets Plux through. This is the point where I would joke about saying team orders, but
team orders. Yeah. Yeah. He didn't need to do that. I mean, he could have scrubbed off a couple of attempts, held position, and then scrubbed it off at the next heavy braking point.
Yeah. But Plux is really on fire. That's
yeah. He's now 19 seconds off of Juggernaut.
Ooh.
And 7 behind Johnny, 7.5.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting.
The only thing I'd say is Plux is having to drive the wheels off that thing to. Oh, he's sliding a bit, and the rears are already starting to go. I'm wondering whether he can either keep this pace up or keep the thing on the road, because he's on the limit. He's driving at qualifying pace here.
I've said it before to myself and probably a few others, but I just wonder where the hell does Plux...
with Blue and Glover neck and neck.
Oh, and yeah, Blue has passed Glover. I know that. So it must have happened somewhere further back. I'm gonna see if I have a replay of it.
If you look at Blue's, if you look at Glover's lap times, he's into the 52s now. The rear tires are really starting to go and hurt his lap times. But I think he's committed to a no stop. So you know, I think he's got to stick with that now.
Glover got passed on the big lefty, so yeah, he's just struggling for grip, Glover. And 10 seconds up to Lioness C from Blue. Gap to Johnny from Plux, or to Johnny, yeah, is now 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said before, I just wonder where Plux finds his, overall speed and skill from. I just, yeah, I adore the, I envy the skill he has to be so fast.
So I think we're also going to have a battle in a few laps. Blue on his fresh tyres is also closing on Nessie, who's still out on the original tyres. So he's 8 seconds behind, but he's lapping 3 seconds a lap. So in Well, that could be another one that would be right at the very end, actually. We're on lap 17 now. So that'll be one to watch in a couple of laps' time.
Yeah, a few moments ago it was 10 seconds between them, and now it's suddenly just above 8. Yeah,
No, sorry, yes. Yeah,
just above 8,
yeah.
and under 8 now. Blue's gonna have better tires towards the end versus Lionessy.
Okay, so I think Jaggernaut must have had... Interesting. Jaggernaut might have had a moment, and he might be struggling with... Yeah, his tyres are definitely worse than Johnny's now. Johnny has closed down a little bit. He's taken a second out of Jaggernaut now.
Let's see if I can see anything from Jaggernaut's point of view.
It was on the last lap. He did a...
Okay.
You know, he was doing 248s, 249s, then he's done a 250.1. And Johnny is still doing 48.9, so... but, okay, so keep the camera on Johnny because Plux is 2 seconds behind.
Holy hell.
I have a feeling that he won't get past Johnny as easily as he got past Bottle Job.
Ooh. Oh, Johnny's really struggling for grip, though.
Ooh. Yeah, coming out of the slow corners, he's got no rear.
"11 minutes left of racing."
What's that? That's going to be... Four laps. They might do 22 laps then.
Yeah. Johnny's just sliding out of Eau Rouge. And, yeah. Oh, Plux is right up the gearbox of Johnny.
This is all helping Jaggernaut. I think Jag is still favourite for the win, personally, because Plux's tyres are starting to go off a bit now. Oh, is he going to get inside him into?
Oh yeah,
Pouon?
That was easy. That was very easy. Yeah. Taking a look back with Plux for that one. Yeah, Plux just had way better grip out of that turn, and yeah, he just rocketed away from Johnny. So hell of a pace and race that Plux has done so far. But I don't think he... Could he be able to... Oh, he's drifting. Could he be able to catch up to Jaggernaut?
10 seconds with... Well, let me see the time when they finish his lap. I think if they do 4 laps, he could do it. If it's 3 laps, I think it might be too big an ask.
Well, Jaggernaut is going through turn 1. Now.
Yeah.
So
8 minutes. So it's going to be 3 more laps. So 19, 20, 21. So 3 more laps. It is going to be a 21 lap race. So 3 laps, and you see Plux is, yeah, he's doing, I think he's only going to be closing about 2.5 seconds a lap now. I don't think he's going to be able to catch him, let alone pass. I think it'll be close.
And Blue is catching now to Lionessy 4.6.
Yeah. But I think Blue had a moment on that last lap. If you look at his lap times, it was a 250.6, and he was 47s, 48s before that. So he probably got a bit excited, seeing he was getting close to Nessie and had an off. But Nessie is down to the mid 51s now, so I think Blue has got a better chance of passing Nessie than Plux has got of passing Jaggernaut. I think Johnny is kind of backed off and looking to just consolidate a podium.
Yeah.
He's got a comfortable lead over Bottle Job, 11 seconds, 11 and a half seconds.
Yeah, and the rest of the field in the back are just too spaced out to do anything.
So we could get a rerun of the last round, right? Because I was watching your stream and Nessie and Blue had a hell of a battle, didn't they? Race-long battle.
Yeah.
They were locked together. It was just pit strategy and undercuts that was making the difference.
Yeah, that was super exciting to watch. My throat itched after that one.
Yeah.
I just talked nonstop.
So, by the way, this will be the fourth different winner in Tier 1 in 4 races.
Oh.
If Plux wins, or if Jaggernaut wins.
Oh, and Dennis has just spun in front of Plux. But he's a back marker, so he got out of the way.
What's Britt doing?
5.2 seconds to Jaggernaut from Plux now. Wow. Three seconds between Nessie and Blue.
Of course, I'm sure Johnny is praying that Plux and Jaggernaut have a coming together and both go off, and he gets a win. Thank you very much. Happy Christmas.
Trying to... Yeah. Blue still a little bit too far behind.
Oh, I just noticed something. Is Plux tight on fuel?
Yeah.
He's certainly lower than anybody else out on track.
Oh, I think Plux has been driving with maximum attack for the past,
yes.
for the past few laps, and probably forgot to watch his fuel. Ooh.
He's usually, four-wheel drifting Plux through Pujon. Yeah, that car is starting to look a little lively again, but
1 second between Nessie and Blue. I think we're gonna have a pass.
Yellow flags. Where's the yellow flags for? Who's off?
Yeah,
somebody up ahead of Nessie.
Yeah, Dennis. Oh, he's been into the wall as well.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it happened before my... Oh, yeah, he slid off from the big lefty and right into the wall. Full engine damage. Suspension.
Well, we got two battles. There's a second now between Plux and Jag.
Oh, yeah. See it. Nessie almost spinning there, but let's take a look at Plux and Jag.
Plux is taking the wide line, looking for the cutback.
Oh, Jagnod just shuts the door. Nope.
Yeah, making the car wide.
Let's see. Is blue is going? No. Nessie covering the inside there. Does Plux have enough power down the straight?
I'm more concerned about Plux's fuel.
Yeah. Let's see. Nessie is still holding off blue, and there we go.
Don't know
Blue
what
is
to
in
watch
fifth.
here. We got. Oh, he's got past, has he?
Yeah, into turn 1.
Jag is fighting tooth and nail for this.
Oh.
He's putting the car exactly the right position.
Oh, I think he opened the door too much for Plux. He goes wide.
I think Plux has deemed that as a push to pass, and he backs out. Did the right thing. Did the right thing. Oh, but this time he slides wide on his own.
He has no grip left in the tires.
Oh, he's gonna get him into Pujon. He's
side by
stay
side.
On the outside. Oh my God, this is good stuff.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's still holding off to P1 though. Oh, is Plux ahead? No. Oh yeah, Plux is ahead.
Plux is there.
Oh.
Is Plux going to run out of fuel? Look at his fuel.
Oh no. Oh wow, oh wow. There's nothing left. Nothing left. He has got to be in fuel map 6.
He's still got the flat out blast along the back straight and Blanchimont, which will burn a lot of fuel. I wonder if this is going to be one of those run out of fuel as you come out of the last corner ones.
Yeah. Let's see, Blue's way ahead of Nessie, so he's cleared him. Oh, Plux is going very wide.
And so is Jack. Oh, is Plux going to start another lap?
Oh, no. No. They're not going to start another one. Is Plux out? No.
Wait, is he?
Oh,
wow, what a finish.
Oh,
64 thousandths of a second. Great race.
Oh my goodness. Wow, it couldn't have been closer than that. And Johnny with the third.
Johnny gets the final podium spot.
But
anything else?
Stayed clean and clear from everyone. And we will have Blue into 5th. Nessie will come home in 6th. And wow, yeah. Britt has no fuel left either. Will he run out before the line?
I think he can cruise across anyway. He's got 15 seconds on Glover.
Did he? No. Okay, he's just being very cautious on the throttle and through. Wow, the fuel just got run extremely low in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So many people really run it. I mean, Senna is really tight as well. In fact, KLS has been a bit greedy. Look how much fuel he's got. He could share that around a bit, couldn't he?
Yeah. Oh, he had enough fuel for the line at least.
Yeah.
And we have KLS in 10th. Not a bad race for Mickey either, 11th. Berkey must have had one hell of a nightmare race in the Skyline, and he had a nightmare race last week as well in the front-wheel drive.
He had a spin on lap 10 and came in and pitted, and then it looks at Berkey's lap times. he did a 3:07 on lap 14, so that for sure is another off. But maybe he's not got damage. He didn't go into the pit, so it must have been a damage-free off. Good stuff.
Looked like a very difficult race.
Yeah. Flux gets his first win of the season, and good news for him is that Brit, was out of the top 3 or 4. So anyone want to go to the chippy?
Yeah, that was a very good race. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next week. That's going to be, let's see.
What is it next week?
That is Group 2 at the Dragon Trail Gardens.
Oh, we haven't been there for a while.
So I think I remember driving that one in GR3s a good long while ago.
Dragon Trail Gardens, the regular way round. We haven't been there for a while.
No.
I think GR2s was the last time we went there. I'd have to check. We've definitely done GR2s the regular way round there.
I only remember Group 3 at the moment, the regular way around.
We did GR3 there as well. I remember there was a coming together between Smithy and Ronan when Ronan was version 1 Ronan, and he didn't accept the steward's decision and everything. Oh, I'm still going to carry on racing exactly how I do. I'm not going to just let people through. I'm going to go for gaps. Yeah. Yes, you're so macho, Ronan. Right, okay. Thanks for the stream.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure. And I'll probably be watching your stream again. I'm going back to Portugal again tomorrow. To complete the second week of my holiday, because I did a week's holiday and 2 weeks working from out there, then back working from here, and then going back. Yeah. So it's a shame I had to come back actually, but I had some meetings I had to do this week, so got to go through all the number of times that somebody stuck a swab up my nose in the last few weeks is yeah. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Cheers, Kim.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing the commentary, and it was good fun.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining me. That was fun. Hope we can do that sometime in the future again.
Yeah, I hope so. That was wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Just be yourself. That's my main important thing. So just be yourself. Nothing bad can happen from that. All right. I am just going to end my stream. So thanks everyone for watching, and come back next time for Dragon Trail Gardens in the Group 2s. So this is Kimaru saying goodbye.